Hi, my name is Aaron Sperber, and this is my personal introduction for EDL 851. A little bit about myself. I am a teacher at Stanton County Junior Senior High. I teach 10th through 12th grade social studies, so world history, American history, and government. And also, I am the head football coach and assistant junior high track coach at the school. Some personal demographics about myself specifically. I am married. I've been married for going on 5 years now. Have my anniversary coming up June 13th. And we have a 4-year-old daughter, a 2-year-old son, about to be 3 in September, and we have a baby on the way. So have a July 14th due date, and so we're very, very excited about that. And that's about me. As far as my personal knowledge on strategies for creating a collaborative professional culture, I'd like to start with improvement for staff. I think the zones of proximal development are a great way to push not just teachers but students and all sorts of people, whatever your goal is, to push people to strive to become better, to improve. And I think that that's a big part of that, is getting them out of their comfort zone to get them to improve. Uh, and also, I think you need to have something for them to work on that they can do with your guidance. Maybe they can't do it by themselves, but they can do it with some help from some kind of professional or like I said, with your guidance. Retention. I don't have any exact strategies on this. Obviously, that's part of the reason why I'm taking this course. But I think it's important to communicate with your team members. And I think a lot of times when teachers leave, it often has to do with a lack of communication or feeling like they're not being heard. So I think that's a big part of it. Maintaining teachers is maintain that communication, and then also I think it's important to make your staff, your team members, a part of your planning process. Give them a voice. Make them a true stakeholder in what you're trying to accomplish, so they'll have more buy-in and more buy-in with your school, and it won't be as easy to leave what they've helped build. And then also just empower them as far as, hey, I'd like to try this. As long as it's going to end up being good for the kids, I think most of those things you can say, yep, go ahead and do it. I trust you. Okay. So I think that's a big part of retention, even though I don't have any exact strategies that I could list. Learning, same kind of situation. I don't have really any exact strategies um, that I can think of for uh, professional learning for staff, but I think it's important to set learning goals. And from my experience, one of the issues is you need to make sure you follow up on those goals. That sometimes we just say, well, I'm going to get better at this, and then no one really um, follows through with, okay, what are you doing to make sure that happens? What can I do to help you make that happen? And facilitate that. So I think that's a big part of the goal setting process, even if you're setting SMART goals. So I think SMART goals are a great thing, but even then you have to have that follow up, and that doesn't always happen. And then also just providing different types of learning opportunities for your staff, saying, okay, what do you guys want to learn, and bringing those opportunities to the forefront during teacher in service and things like that. Well-being, I think that um, you have to make family a priority. I will have 3 children when the school year starts, and for me, I feel good at work. My well-being, my mental health, my physical health is better when I know that the people around me care about my family and want me to do what's best for my family. So that's why I put that. I think also you can set up maybe a designated area for self-regulation that people are having a moment they can kind of get themselves under control. I think that could be helpful as well. And then also you need to make time for physical activity, allow people to do that as well. As far as roles and healthy effective culture, um, with relationships, I think relationships are the key. They're so important to create, to bring out that true culture and make effective teachers, as you have to have a good relationship with them. It creates empathy, it builds connections. You can help kind of deal with conflict a lot easier when you have a really good relationship with your staff, so that you can find that common ground more easily and start from that position when you're dealing with conflict. So I think relationships are very, very important. Trust, another important one. You have to have trust in people. That's what's going to make them feel like they can go out and be successful. If they don't trust you, then they're not probably going to put out the best effort. Okay, and so it also, I think, trust breeds collaboration. That okay, I'm more willing to work with other people and open up that way if I trust them. And also, I think it helps just make it more about the team, about the group, than, well, I'm just looking out for me because I can't trust these people anyway. Well-being, that's one where I'd like to find some more with that, but I think it's important because if you're looking out for someone's well-being, they're going to be more productive. You're going to have greater retention because they know that you're looking out for them. So that's important. Support, as far as how do these things support what you're looking for with a healthy and effective culture, a professional culture. I think that it'll those things will do that for you because you're going to have better student support from your staff, and so they're going to take probably a better, more of a student first attitude. And so also I think it's going to make them more effective teachers in the classroom, and that's a big part of student improvement as well. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.